Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a Q&A video, and I took to Instagram and I posted a photo. I was like, ask me other questions, anything you want to know. Let's get caught up, let's spill all the tea, let's just talk. I have a few questions in my DMs, a few comments, so there was a lot of really good questions, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it, girl. So the first question is from KNA 2009 to 280030, just a whole bunch of numbers. She wants to know, can you forgive your ex-husband if he regrets and asks to be as a family again? Jumping right into the heavy stuff. I have already forgiven Carlo for what he's done. It's hard accepting what he's doing now as far as not working with me, you know, to raise our kids. I would love for us to be able to still do things all together. As far as him being able to be like, you know what, Dominique, I made a mistake, please take me back, I want to be your husband again, that ship has long sailed, unfortunately. It was just a matter of time, you know what I mean? I was moving on, and I just don't, no. There's just no him and I being husband and wife again. That's just not gonna happen. Now, as far as him and I being a mother and a father to our kids, that I am here for. Very deep question, very good question. Okay, so lightening up the mood here. Amarlo05 wants to know, what's your favorite song that brings out your inner gangsta? I love Big Sean's I Don't Fuck With You.
You little stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Boopalicious 1214 wants to know, how can I make my channel good without putting a lot of my business out there? I have a channel, but I don't want to put too much personal business. That's definitely your prerogative. You know, you have what type of channel, you know, you want to present to people. I definitely don't feel like you have to just be like, this is all my business, this is my whole life, take it or leave it, watch me or not, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you can do so many different things on YouTube. There's so many different channels out there. You just gotta find what works for you and what makes you comfortable. Chef Corex wants to know, how do you manage your time? To be very honest with you, since I started this like night job, I just feel like my time management has been totally all over the place. Typically, what I like to do is write things down. I have a planner with little time slots, and I like to write down what I want to get done in the allotted amount of time that I have for myself throughout the day. I feel like that definitely helps me, you know, remain like organized and, you know, a more calmer mindset. Tati Sears wants to know, do you enjoy having more mama time to yourself when you don't have the kids? It honestly took me a while to jump back in and hang out with friends. Love you, girl. You are doing awesome. I love you too, girl. Thank you. I do enjoy my mama time, my space, my free time. It's not to say that I don't miss my kids and I don't enjoy spending time with them. Don't get me wrong. But if you're a mom and you have this extreme amount of responsibility that is just with you all the time, it's hard to not be able to find time for yourself, because your time is dedicated to these little people that are looking up to you for support and guidance and everything like that. So when they're not with me, I still essentially feel like they're with me because Nathan calls me all the time, you know what I mean? But when they're not with me and they're with their dad, I definitely want to remember that I matter too. My time matters too, and I want to get into this I guess groove of trying to figure out who I am as a single woman. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing hold of this single mom life, and I think I'm doing pretty good, you know, but when my kids aren't with me, I think that's when I have the time to be like, let's focus on me, let's focus on what I want and who I want to be in my life for me. Lotus Bloomin wants to know, what is your go-to music when you're feeling happy or sad? So happy music for me, that kind of gets me like, you know, in the mood, is just like upbeat, like any type of like upbeat music. Obviously, I like to also listen to like older music from like before. I like Michael Bublé and Frank Sinatra. Like that music just kind of like gets me in a happy mood, and I'm just like, yeah, I like this type of music. So when I'm just trying to like chill and I'm in like this kind of like sad vibe and I'm just trying to just relax and kind of just think things through and then kind of let my mind just handle that and then relax, I like some type of like I said, chill and elevated type music, stuff like that. And then I like this one, Lost Boy Crow, Powers. I love this song right now. I'm just like, take all my feelings. Do you wanna stay? Don't you wanna stay? So when I'm happy, I definitely like to listen to Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra, like music like that, and other music like pop and stuff like that. And then when I'm sad, it's more like coffee shop, like just chill vibe music. Elizabeth Beth by Nature wants to know, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Pepsi. Teen 5 wants to know, your daughter is a year apart from mine, but what do you give her to drink for like on the road? I have her little hydro flask that I bought her. I got this from Nordy's. I do a lot of waters, to be honest with you, when we're on the go, just because it's just like, I feel like, okay, well, we're out and there's nothing for you to drink, so if you're really thirsty, drink the water. So I try to keep her hydrated. I feel like waters are definitely our go-tos when we're on the road. Sometimes, depending, I might grab a little juice box, like little apple juice or something like that. It really just depends, but mostly, literally 9 out of 10 times, you'll probably see me with the hydro flask with ice water inside of it. Tabby.alls.26 wants to know, would you change your past if you could control the outcome? That was really like, that was a really good question. I'm just thinking because like, if everybody has that, like, you know, if you could change one thing and you can, you know, go and rewind and do it again, would you, and things like that. But at the same time, I'm just like, I like who I am today, and that is because of the things that I've gone through and because of the experiences that has happened to me in my life in the past. So no, I don't think so. I don't think that I would change anything. I am where I'm supposed to be today, and I'm going to be where I'm supposed to be tomorrow and the day after that, and my life is going to take me where I'm supposed to be. So every day is a learning experience, and I don't want to say that I would change anything from my past because I definitely feel like I'm on the right track with my heart and my mind and, you know, my soul and my kids and everything like that. So that was a very good question. Blissed Mama wants to know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Just in general, dream it, believe it, achieve it. That's adorable. I definitely agree with that. You know, dream what you want, believe you can do it, and you will achieve it. So for me, oh my God, in 5 years, I definitely want to have gotten some type of degree for myself, some type of license or something to kind of utilize to get a more sustainable job for myself and my kids. And then hopefully progressing YouTube, getting somewhere as, you know, in the future where I could have, you know, reached a lot of people and a lot more people rather, and continue to pursue this because this is what makes me happy, and continue to just find peace of mind and acceptance in a lot of things, you know, that are out of your control. So I definitely have a lot of plans for myself within the next few years as far as mind and as far as actual goals and reality and things like that. So we shall see where I end up 5 years from now. MET wants to know, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago, and what made me want to start it was the feeling of being stagnant. So I was a stay-at-home mom. Everything was just so mundane, and I was very much like, I was into my routines and everything like that, and I loved being able to do everything that I was supposed to do in regards to taking care of my husband and my kids and my home. But as far as something for me, I just felt so blah. I just felt so like, what do I have for myself? What are you doing for you, Dominique, that makes you happy? And I jumped into YouTube and I started to document, you know, my life and film things that made me happy, and you know, it took off from there, and it was something that I was like, I really like doing this and I want to keep pursuing it. Miss Amanda.xo wants to know, if you met a great guy, would you remarry? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I would necessarily want to get remarried again. I mean, that's just all paperwork, to be very honest with you. Like, if you're with somebody, you can just be with them. Like, why get remarried? You know what I mean? I feel like I did the whole marriage thing. And that's not to say like I'm knocking down marriage or anything like that, or, you know, just because I got married before and I'm just like, ugh, marriage. No, like, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just, for me personally, I don't think that I would want to get remarried. Not to say that I wouldn't want to find a great person, but as far as getting married again, I don't know. I don't know. Now, finding a great guy, girl, if you find him, send him my way. Christy wants to know, you work as well as YouTube, but is it a job you love doing, or was it something that was available at the time when you no longer were with this other person? Do you plan on making YouTube full time? The job that I have now was something that I grabbed because I could grab it. Literally. Not to say that I'm not grateful for this job. I absolutely am. Is it something that I want to stay in for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. To be very honest with you, I'm already in this job longer than I thought I would be. But it just works for me right now and my kids, as far as, you know, time wise, you know, and I'm able to go work at, you know, at nighttime when my kids are asleep, so they kind of don't really know that I'm gone per se, and my parents are here to help me watch my kids, but it's not too much stress on them because the kids are asleep, you know what I mean? So I'm able to do everything that I'm supposed to be doing with my kids and still make money to feed my children. So this job just works best for me right now. As far as making YouTube full time, that is definitely a big goal of mine. I would love to be able to just do this, dedicate myself, you know, to YouTube. It is definitely a job. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, it's just a hobby, or it's just this and that. It's just something, it's just a passion. And yes, it is all of those things. Like, it is a hobby, it is a passion, and it is a job, you know? I feel like it's all just kind of one thing. Literally, I could sit for hours editing a video and trying to get it uploaded and come up with the description and do my titles and, you know, just make sure everything is just super kosher for everybody to, you know, enjoy and watch. And there's still the matter of me getting out and filming and just getting ready and doing everything. So it is definitely a job. So I kind of feel like I have two jobs right now. But definitely my main source of income would be my nighttime job that I have right now. Ray Nature wants to know, what is the most amazing thing you have achieved so far this year? My cookbook. Oh my gosh, that was such a dream come true, to be able to get that out and get that just going. That was just such an amazing achievement. I never thought that I would be able to say like, hey, I made a cookbook and it was on Amazon and I sold it and people bought it and they loved it, and I was able to help a lot of families out there and, you know, help them create like amazing dishes for their family. And that was definitely a big achievement for me. That made me so happy to be able to invest and to dedicate myself into something that I was so passionate about, and to be able to share that with so many other people that enjoyed it as well. So that was definitely a big achievement of mine this year. Prissy Baby 22 wants to know, are you dating? If yes, his race, height, age, more info on him. Okay, girl. Dating now is so complicated. As far as me dating, I don't have a boyfriend. If that's your question, there's no boyfriend, and there's not one particular dude that I'm seeing right now where it'd be worth presenting to you, if that makes sense. Now, as far as trying to know my type of guy, I could definitely elaborate on that for you. I like tall guys. Obvi, like what girl doesn't like a tall guy? I'm looking for like 6 foot and up girl. Send them my way. Bring them in. As far as like race goes, I definitely have been attracted to a lot more Caucasian men. That's just the type of guys that I've been gravitating towards. Blonde, blue eyes. Those are my guys. Literally, if you're blonde with blue eyes, I'm just like, the guys that I have been attracted to have been within the age range of 25 to 31. I definitely don't mind dating younger guys. It really just depends on their mindset and like how they are, you know what I mean? Like age is really just kind of like a small factor in things. It really just depends, you know, how they are as a person. So when I find somebody who is worthy enough to present to all of you and to my children and to my family, then I will bring them on here, you know what I mean? But as of right now, it is just me having fun and enjoying myself and meeting different people. Liz93 wants to know, do the kids realize how much their father isn't around? And if so, how are they coping with the changes? P.S. Love watching you and your little family. You have come so far. Thank you, girl. I don't think Nadia notices so much that her dad isn't around, to be honest with you. She's been with me anyways for the majority of her time. She's just used to me. Nathan, yeah, Nathan definitely is a different case. Just because he's older and he's recognizing more and he's dealing with a lot more of the change because he's had 2 parents for the majority of like his whole life, you know what I mean? For his whole life he's had 2 parents, and he still does have 2 parents, but the 2 parents were just not together and we're not working together right now. So I feel like it's definitely taking more of a toll on him. So I'm very big on communicating with him, sitting down and talking to him, seeing, you know, what he needs, you know, but still, you know, having him try to understand that there are changes in life that we cannot control, but we can't, you know, let that disrupt our flow and our energy and the way that we handle our business. Mermaided45 wants to know, any 3 wishes? Ooh, fun question. You know, you don't like the generic like wishes, like I wish I had $1 million, even though I wish I had $1 million. Oh my gosh, any 3 wishes? I would wish to be able to read people's minds. That would be super helpful, to be able to read people's minds selectively, of course. Like you hear all these, like you see like these little shows where it's just like there's so many overwhelming thoughts. I just want to be able to zoom in on one person and see what they're thinking. I'm generally like able to like pick up on vibes. I'm really good with that, and kind of just like, I'm an emotional person, so I pick up on other people's emotions and I kind of just like go with that. So I would love to like see like what's going on in their head and understand other people. I wish that there were better people in the world. I wish that there were people that had better intentions and that were just naturally kinder to other people. I feel like everybody would just be on the verge of utopia in that regard if that were to happen. My 3rd wish, I wish that my children will always be happy, no matter what. Yeah. Meebfly wants to know, we all understand disappointment of trusted others and move toward acceptance that exceptions are false. We truly are alone in life. No one owes us a damn regardless. Yes, that is true. With that said, what is next for you? What positivity do you hope for yourself? Where does happiness lead you at this time? Sending you lots of love and light, girl. You got this. Oh, she's like, you got you. Yes, girl, I do got me. Thank you, girl. I definitely believe that a lot of people don't owe you anything, except my kids. I carried you for 9 months. You owe me everything. So, what's next for me? Definitely pursuing a future for myself and my kids, pursuing YouTube, just trying to be the best mom that I can be for my babies. And what positivity do you hope for yourself? I definitely want to impact a lot of people's lives as far as spreading a lot of, you know, hope and positivity and love, and just feeling, you know, that everything's gonna be okay. I get into funks myself, and I like to always look at the positive outlets of it and not try to dwell on the negatives, and I definitely want a lot of people to feel that comfort as well. So that's what I want to do for myself, make other people feel happiness and positivity and just spread positivity. Where does happiness lead you at this time? My children lead me to a path of happiness, focusing on them and our path of where we need to be, you know, within the near future, and what I need to do for my kids. That is leading me to my happiness. Gizm.koc.56884 wants to know, have you ever thought he would walk on his family and you would become a single mom one day? Do you regret making him a father? Do you believe everything happens for a reason? Or do you think why this has found me? Are you scared of the future, or are you ready to embrace it fully? I am not scared of the future. I am fearless in that regard when it comes to embracing what is meant for me. Before I was petrified to become a single mom and trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. But after I sat down and realized that this is where my life has led me, and I set out a plan for myself, I felt a little bit more comfort in becoming a single mom and accepting and embracing my future. And as far as, do I believe everything happens for a reason? Absolutely. I don't question why this has happened to me. It's happened for a reason, and I don't know what that reason is yet, but I'm sure I will soon. And no, I never thought in a million years that my husband would leave me and our kids. I really didn't. I would have bet my life on it. Good thing I didn't, girl. And do I regret making him a father? No, because I feel like if I regret making him a father, then I'll regret having my children. You know, so no, I don't regret making him a father. I just feel like he's just lost right now, you know, in regards to, you know, becoming a decent father for his kids. And I hope he finds his way back before it's too late. You know, these are precious moments and precious years in our children's lives, and I feel like he needs to be invested in. But we all make our own decisions. And no, I never thought I would become a single mom, but here I am. So 'tis the life we lead. Yo, Ashley Dawn wants to know, how would you feel if their dad signed over his parental rights? How do you think the kids would feel? Right now, I feel like it would be so much easier if he just signed over his parental rights so I can just handle my kids. If I was thinking on like what works best for me as a single mom right now to take care of my children, it's hard to say, because right now I'm doing all of it. I have the kids 90% of the time anyways, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you might as well just sign over your parental rights, do us all a favor, make it easier so I can take care of my kids the best way that I'm able to, and I don't have to worry about all that. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what, either do that or get on the same page with me with co-parenting so we can take care of these babies together. It's literally like, that's what I want, one or the other, to be honest with you. I prefer the latter, you know, let's get on the same page here. But, you know, the former definitely would be easier. Ariana Anaria 94 wants to know, do you think if and when you find the right someone, you will have more kids with them? And shout out to being a newly single mom and pushing through. Keep pushing through, girl. Thank you, girl. Do I want more kids? Oh my God, no. I don't want any more kids. Now, that's not to say that like 5 years from now, it's gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't want any kids, but now I'm gonna have, you know, like, no, I'm pregnant with my third baby. You know what I mean? We never know what's gonna happen. I know right now I don't want any more children because I'm just so focused on me taking care of the two that I have and trying to establish myself. So having another child just doesn't seem like it fits the formula right now. But if that is in my future, I definitely am going to be accepting of that. Little Miss Dom IXO wants to know, what has been the most challenging thing being a single mother of 2? Would you ever consider marriage again in the future? No, again, I wouldn't consider marriage, at least not right now. In the mindset that I'm in, I wouldn't. And what's been the most hard thing about being a single mom is definitely feeling like I have to kind of do everything by myself, not being able to co-parent wise with the other parent. So those are those questions that were in the comment section. So now I'm just gonna shoot to the DM questions really quick. Okay, so I'm not gonna say their names because they hit me up in the DM, so they want it to be private. So this question says, I'm a stay-at-home mother. I absolutely love it. I have 1 child and 1 on the way, and I have been following you from the beginning of your YouTube days. My question is, in one of your recent videos, you gave advice about having your own thing going on the side and not being completely dedicated to just a mother and a wife. I would like to know, do you think I should get a part-time job after the 2nd baby, or should I be saving money from our joint savings account as a backup in case things ever go left? I have my own bank account, but there's not much in it. He has multiple accounts outside of our joint account with money inside of it. Oh, girl. Absolutely. I think it would be best to have something for you on the side. Not to say that everything's gonna go south, but we should be prepared. You know, I never thought in a million years that I would be where I am, and I was out here just looking at myself like, duh, you know what I mean? I definitely would recommend getting a part-time job and stacking money and having your own. That's just, I feel like all of us should have something of our own, definitely. Next question is, do you think your ex watches any of your YouTube videos? If so, are you more cautious of what you put out? So yeah, no, I know Carlo watches my YouTube videos. I'm 100% sure of it, just by certain things that he's brought up and said. There was a point in time where I had posted that I had got my nails done, and this was a while ago, but it was for my birthday. My mom, she gave me money to get my hair and my nails done, and then he was like, you're using all the money to get your hair and nails done, da 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 da. And I'm just like, actually, no, I'm not. So I had to check him real quick. I was like, actually, no, my mom gave me money for my birthday to get my hair and nails done. That is the only time that I have done it. The rest, I've been painting my own nails. And it wasn't until recently that I got my job that I was able to take care of old girl. So, excuse me, sir. So that's how I knew for a fact that he watches my YouTube videos. So, hey Carlo, how are you? And as far as me being cautious of what I put up here, I'm not I don't feel like I need to be super cautious and like tiptoe around what I put up here because I have nothing to hide. I feel like if you have stuff to hide, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, so I have, I think, one more question. She says, good morning. I spent the entire day yesterday binging your videos and I love your story. I can relate. I do have a question if you don't mind, because I can't really tell from your videos, but I'm sure there are raw moments that will never be seen publicly. Here's the actual question. At what point were you in love, emotions for him turned off, and while you were separated, were you still holding on for reconciliation? I think the whole in love button just turned off when he just started disrespecting me, you know, calling me outside my name, just doing a whole bunch of just nasty negative things. And it's just like, you're not the person that I was in love with. And I recognized that, and it just went away from there. He was just such a nasty, vindictive person. And at that point, it's like, it was much less being in love and more feeling sorry for this person, you know? So, was I still hoping for reconciliation while we're separated and going through the divorce? No, because I had already accepted what it was and that we were done, and it wasn't going to get any better from there as far as, you know, our marriage went. Alright, so that is going to do it for this Q&A video. Thank you for sending in all your questions. If I didn't get to your questions, I'm really, really sorry. Feel free to leave me questions down below and I'll try to answer those in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you on my next one, baby.